Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 10 of my Traveller's Notebook with Freckled Fawn series. This is also in collaboration with Pretty My Page. This amazing film strip cut file has been supplied from them as well. So I left the fiddly bit of backing the cut file with the photographs off camera because it was quite fiddly. All I did was cut a white strip of cardstock and stuck my photos down so each of the photos appeared in the little film strip area, and I left myself a space to be able to add in a little title here. So I'm just using these stickers, the alpha stickers from Freckled Fawn, and as I said before, these are super sticky, so I'm being careful not to push them down too much until I'm sure that I've got them all lined up in the right place. Now they were slightly too wide to fit in that area there, so I'm just using my scissors just to trim down a little bit from the first and the last letter. And my mini title here is going to be Date Night. Is it a date night if you go out during the day rather than the evening? I don't know, but I'm calling this Date Night anyway. So I'm just adding these in this red colour, which is super pretty colour. And then I'm going to add in my a date stamp as well, just underneath my title, just so a reminder of when we went. We did actually go to the cinema to go and see Bumblebee. My husband is a huge Transformers fan, so we decided one Sunday morning to go and watch the film, and we went to view. So I just grabbed a few snapshots whilst we were there, and I do try and take photos when we go out and do stuff, as I know that obviously I'm going to want to scrapbook them. So some photographs there of our feet up on the chairs in front. I think there were 3 of us in the cinema, that included me and my husband. So it was a brilliant time to go. And then right next door is Frankie and Benny's, so we went there for lunch afterwards. So it was a proper date night. So I wanted this to go in the pocket, but I didn't want it to be attached in any way, so I didn't want to put it onto any pattern paper, and I almost wanted it to appear like it was floating in the pocket. So the best way to do that is to use something clear. So I think in video 1 you saw me use some old packaging as a clear insert, and I'm just doing that here with this piece of acetate. So I'm going to stick that film strip down on the acetate. So I'm going to pop it just down on the back here, making sure that my glue only, or the tape only, goes onto that white bit of cardstock. And then I'm going to need to back it from the other side with, I'm going to use one of these these pre-cut pattern papers from Freckled Fawn. So I'll go for this red gingham. I don't know if it's a gingham. That's what I'm calling it anyway, this red gingham pattern, and it's the same length that fits in the pocket. So I'm just going to mark that and trim that down, and I'm going to use that to back that area. Now what I need to do is I need to stick down the cut file first of all. I'm just going to trim the edge there because it's a little bit too long. So I'm going to stick down the cut file first of all, and then I'm going to stick the pattern paper on the other side of the acetate to cover up all of the adhesive. So this goes down first, and I'm just going to get that centered and lined up down the middle. I'm trying to use my mat to do that rather than get my ruler out every time. And then on the reverse, this is where I come in and I stick that onto the acetate on the other side, so it covers up the adhesive from the back of the cut file. And the cut file actually from Pretty My Page comes with a little popcorn cut file, and it comes with like a film reel, like a whole load of camera film reel as well. So there's quite a few different cut files in that pack to choose from, but I decided just to go with the film strip one, which is the look that I was going for. So initially I was just going to put that in the pocket, but I wanted a small detail on the back of this, and so I'm just having a look at the white foam words, and then I have a look at these black puffy words, but the words are just a bit too wide on that film strip for my liking, and I couldn't really find one that was going to work well. I do bring these back in later to finish off the rest of my layout, so I'll put those to one side, and then I decide to come in with just a tiny little wooden heart embellishment, which is also from Freckled Fawn. They come in this little pack, these little houses, and the heart inserts as well. So I'm just going to keep it really simple and just add a little wood veneer heart onto the back there, and just using some wet glue to stick that down. And I'm going to leave that to one side to dry whilst I work on the other page. So I'm using this is one of the pre-designed, pre-cut inserts from Freckled Fawn. And you can see here I've made good use of those alphabet stickers, the black ones. And I'm just going to add in, I've got almost sort of many subtitles going on with this. So I'm just going to use these here to spell out film time. And I think that's the last E that I've got. So that's it, no more E's in this pack. I've used them all. And you get quite a lot of E's as it is. I think you get a whole row of them, or row and a half. But I've used them all. So now I'm going to start building up some different layers on here for interest. So I'm thinking about these foam words, and I do come back to those, but I'm going to add in this washi strip here. So it's the same design as the strip that I've got on the back of the cut file, but I want to, rather than just putting it down as one strip, I want to add a little bit of interest. So very carefully I'm just tearing that washi strip in half, and I'm going to lay that along the bottom of that top section and just trim them off. Sometimes I fold the washi tape down behind the cardstock, but just in case I wanted to use the reverse of this card, I've just trimmed it with my scissors, and it stays protected in the pocket anyway, so it shouldn't lift up. And the adhesive on the washi strips is really good, so I don't have any worries about that washi peeling up. Next, I'm going to add some journaling in. Now, I don't do a lot of journaling, but I'm finding myself being drawn to adding journaling in this traveller's notebook more and more. So I'm really embracing the need to add journaling in sometimes. And I mean, you can tell from the photographs, you know, where we were and what we did, but I added some journaling in about not going out on enough date nights, and that I want to change that this year. So the journaling's a little bit more thoughtful than just we went here and we did this. You know, I wanted to tell a little bit more of a story about the fact that we don't go out on enough date nights. That's because I don't like going out in the general public. I don't do public transport. I get really nervous, so I just want to try and overcome that this year and go out and do a lot more things. So yeah, this is where I brought in those foam words, and I'm going to add in these enamel dots. So these are all from the same monthly embellishment kit, and they're all designed to work together. So this colour, the colourways in this kit are predominantly red, white and yellow, which is what you can see in the little enamel stickers that I'm using here. So I'm just using a couple of those red ones to break up those yellow tones and to move that red down into the middle of this pattern paper, or cardstock should I say, it's not paper. So this is where I'm going to bring in these puffy word stickers. So I was just trying to figure out how I can make these words work together, and I'm just moving those black ones up. So I'm going to add the words in go do, and then that foam word that says laugh, and then this the black puffy word again that says discover, because I want to go and do more of all of those things this year. And then I'm just going to add in another subtitle or another description of the fact that we went for what I call nom noms. So we went to go eat. And luckily, with me spelling out and nom noms, I don't have to use any E's, so I can make use of these black ones again, which I just love the stark contrast, especially because there's quite a lot of black in the film poster, which I just printed off the internet and scaled to 4.5 by 4.25 by 8.25 to go in the other pocket. So I think this is pretty much done. I'll add in some more of these little the little foam pieces, these stars, again just to move some more of that white around the page. And this is my layout pretty much finished. So the closing date for the Freckled Fawn giveaway is today. So if you haven't entered for the $50 gift card giveaway, be sure to head back over to the first video in this series and get yourself entered by 12 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time this evening. And also all the links are down below for the cut files and all of the products. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you join the family, and I'll see you next time. Bye.